Alright, we're back with our next segment of Jesse Krill's birthday special. We're doing Jeopardy for the Wii now. And so far I won $222,700.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
Alright, we start the game. Going on easy. Let's see what happens.
This is Jeopardy! Introducing today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Hey, Johnny Gilbert. How is everyone today? Let's go into the Jeopardy round.
Alrighty.
The categories for the Jeopardy round are in the bookstore.
Okay.
What's the word? Let's celebrate. World geography. Out of this world. And TV nostalgia. Where do we begin, player?
Let's go with TV nostalgia.
In an animated 1987 TV special, this space-age family traveled back in time to meet the Flintstones. Yes,
We're the
player.
Jetsons.
Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding. Good for you. Choose again, player 1. In the pilot for this 60s sitcom, Jed and Jethro first meet Mr. Drysdale when he comes to get them out of jail. It's player 1.
Who is the Beverly Hill? What is the Beverly Hillbilly?
Yep. You get to pick. The 1973 TV season gave us Richard Roundtree as this super cool private eye he played on film. Player 1.
Who is Shaft?
Right.
So 2,000.
Select again.
Or 8,000, excuse me.
According to his theme song, Mr. This will never speak unless he has something to say. Okay, player 1.
Who is Mr. Ed?
Good.
And
Player 1.
1,000.
Back in the 50s, this movie Tarzan was still hanging out with a chimp, but he wore more than a loincloth as TV's Jungle Jim. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Johnny Westmiller?
That's correct. You again, player
Let's
1.
celebrate for 200.
The patron saint of lovers is honored on this annual holiday. It's player 1.
What is Valentine's Day?
Good. Player 1. Back, former U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson founded this annual observance devoted to the environment. Okay, player 1.
What is Earth Day?
Right. Please pick
600.
again. Customs on this 121st day of the year include dancing around a pole and giving baskets to friends and family. Yes, player 1.
Oh, shoot. 121st day of the year. What is May Day?
Hey, you're right. We return to you, player. Collecting money for UNICEF on this holiday was begun in 1950 by a Philadelphia Sunday school class. Player 2. good.
With Halloween, okay.
Player 2, pick again. The Teammates by David Halberstam chronicles the friendships of Ted Williams and others on this team. Yes, player 3. You got
With
it.
the Boston Red Sox.
Player 3, back to you. John Grisham switched gears with skipping this holiday, about a couple who want to skip the consumerism. Here's what we were looking for. Christmas.
Okay.
We return to you, player 3. The Devil in the White City examines murder, magic, and madness at the 1893 World's Fair in this U.S. city. Okay, player 1.
What is Chi-Town?
Correct. Choose again,
Let's
player
celebrate
1.
1,000.
Meaning a coming. It's the period before Christmas that begins on the Sunday nearest to November 30th. Player 1.
What is Advent?
Right. Please pick again, player
Let's
1.
go with what's the word for
On a
200?
snail, an omatophore is a stalk with this at the end. It's player 1.
What is the antennae?
No.
Not the antenna.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the response we were looking for. An eye.
Or an eye.
Player 1.
What's
Pick
the
again.
word
If you
for it?
set some Chinese punk on fire, it's because Chinese punk is this, from the Latin for set on fire. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is incense?
That is correct. Player 1, you pick again. Let's take it over to Kelly.
When light passes through a prism, it splits into its various colors. The visible one of these.
Yes, player 1.
What is a spectrum?
That is correct. Select again. It's the medium on which you're traveling if you're in a hoy. Here's what we wanted. Water.
Was water, okay.
You get to
All right,
pick again,
1,000.
player 1. If you've got quinsy, also known as tonsillitis, you've got swelling in this part of your body. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is your throat?
That's right. Way to go. Player 1, back
Okay,
to you for
let's
our
do World
next
Geography
selection.
200.
Melbourne is in the Australian state named for this woman, a friend of Viscount Melbourne.
I'm going to try it.
Player 1,
What is Victoria? Or who is Victoria?
you again.
World
player 1.
Geography
You
4.
can enter this European city via the Puerta de Bisagra and its U.S. namesake via exit 64 on the Ohio Turnpike. The correct response is Toledo.
Or Toledo, okay.
We return to you,
600.
player 1. Paulistas live in a large city in this large South American country. It's player 1.
What is Brazil?
Right you are. You again, player 1. Answer. It's the Daily Double. You are in first place.
Let's do $1,600.
Player 1. Here is your Daily Double clue. This country's Grand Canal ends at the port of Hangzhou.
What is China?
That puts you even further ahead. Player 1.
1,000.
Pick again. It's Africa's highest mount that shares its name with a country. Okay, Player 1.
What is Mount Kenya?
That's correct. Player 1.
Out of
You
this
pick
world,
again.
200.
The gravitational pull of this object is the main force holding the solar system together. Yes, Player 1.
What is the Milky Way? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2.
It's the sun.
Any other takers? Let's hear it, Player 3. Correct. Please pick again, Player 3. Galileo was the first person to see the rings around this planet. Okay, Player 1.
With Saturn.
Yes. Choose again, Player 1.
600.
Not the first, but this second planet is the hottest because its atmosphere causes a severe greenhouse effect. It's Player 1.
What is Venus?
You are correct. Select again. The comet named for him was last seen in the skies in 1986 and won't return until 2061. Yes, Player 1.
Who is Edmund Halley?
Yes. Player 1. That like Pluto, Haumea and Makemake are designated as this kind of planet. Okay,
Was
Player
a
1.
dwarf planet.
Right. You get to pick
good
again.
story,
In a
one.
Stephen King book, writer Paul Sheldon is weary of this title heroine he created. Player 1.
Who is Carrie? No, not Carrie.
That's
Shoot.
incorrect. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Misery.
Oh, Misery. Okay.
And the last clue for $1,000. Appropriately, part 3 of this 1953 novel is Burning Bright. Let's hear it, Player 3. That's not it. Any other takers? It's Player 1.
Was Fahrenheit 451.
That's it.
All right, $13,800 after that round.
In the Double Jeopardy round when we return. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. World leaders.
Okay.
You're going to win a Pulitzer.
Okay.
Pop gals. Debriefing.
Okay.
Bestsellers of the decade. And ouch.
Real tough for these clues are.
You're ready. It's Double Jeopardy time. In 1999, Thabo Mbeki, who fought to eliminate apartheid, became leader of this country. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is South Africa?
Good for you.
Let's go somewhere else.
Player 1.
Let's go to Alex
Back to
for
you.
400.
The rheumatoid type of this is 3 times as common in women as in men. Yes, Player 1.
With arthritis.
Good.
Do
Player 1.
800
When
out.
these are less than 5 minutes apart and last about a minute, you're in labor, and the fun is just beginning. Player 1.
What are the contractions?
Good. Player
Do
1.
1200.
Back here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
Look out! A symbol depicting waves, a skull and crossbones, and a person fleeing Warn that a device is a source of this.
Okay, player one.
Was radiation?
That is correct. Player one,
1600.
back to you. Per the Major League Baseball injury report, Randy Johnson missed his last regular season start of 2006 due to back these. It's player one.
Well, spasms.
Correct. Player
And
one,
2000.
An amputee may suffer real pain from this ghostly type of limb. We're talking about phantom.
Was phantom, okay.
You get to pick again.
Debriefing
player one.
400.
It's the alliterative salutation that traditionally begins each entry of a girl's daily journal. Okay, player one.
Was Dear Diary.
Right you are. Please
Oh,
pick
800.
again, player one. To slobber or to bounce a basketball. It's player
Was
one.
dribble.
You got it. Select again.
1200.
Humorous poetry with irregular rhythm is known by this canine name. Player one.
What is dog eared?
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the response we were looking for. Doggerel.
Doggerel, okay.
Choose again.
600.
Player one. To a Londoner, it's a trash can. Let's hear it, player one.
Was a dumpster.
Nope.
Damn
All
it.
right.
I have
Anyone
dumpsters.
else? Yes, player three. Right.
Dustbin.
On the side again. We return to you, player three. Julia Keller won in 2005 for her reporting on a 10-second event, the destruction of Utica, Illinois, by one of these. Let's hear it, player one.
What is an earthquake?
Any other takers? Player two. You are correct. You again, player two. In 2007, counterintelligence columnist Jonathan Gold became the first critic of these to win a Pulitzer. Okay, player three. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player one.
Where are restaurants?
Yeah, that's correct. Please pick again.
Debriefing
player one.
2000.
An alcoholic may suffer from this, from the Greek for mad thirst. Yes, player two. Yep,
Dipsomaniac.
player two. Back to you. Hu Jintao became the General Secretary of the Communist Party in 2002 and leader of this country in 2003. Here's the correct response. China.
Right.
Choose again. Player two. She was hot in 2008, taking hot and cold to number 3 on the Hot 100. The correct response is Katy Perry.
Okay.
You get to pick again, player two. This Girl Like Me and Disturbia songstress was born in Barbados. It's player
Who is
one.
Rihanna?
Good. You again, player one. It wasn't Deja Vu when this member of Destiny's Child sang with Jay-Z on the song Deja Vu. Yes, player one.
Was Beyonce?
Yes. We return to you.
16.
Fans go ape over this gal, born Stephanie Germanotta, who hit #1 with Bad Romance. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is, oh boy. Was Lady Gaga?
Right. Player one.
2000.
Hands up. One of the daily double. You are currently in the lead. Decide
Hell, let's bid $5,000.
the clue. In 2005, she topped the album charts with The Emancipation of Mimi.
Was Mariah Carey?
Congratulations.
All right.
First, player one. Select again.
Let's go with World Leaders 1200.
Kelly.
The country whose flag is seen here elected its first female chancellor in 2005.
Here's the correct response. Germany.
Okay.
Player one.
16.
In 2006, Stephen Harper of this country's Conservative Party became its prime minister. We're talking about Canada.
Oh boy. Ben's gonna give me.
Player one.
2000.
Back to you. In 2008, Tillman Thomas became prime minister of this Caribbean country invaded by the U.S. in 1983. Okay, player one.
Was Haiti?
No. Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. Grenada. Player one. Pick again.
Okay, let's do Blitzer.
This city's Herald won in 1993 for public service for coverage of Hurricane Andrew and its aftermath. Player one.
Was Miami.
Hey, you're right. Please pick again. Player one.
Got my calm down
Daily
here.
double. You are in the lead right now.
Let's just bid $200.
And the clue. The first two Pulitzers for writing these to the New York Tribune and Louisville Courier-Journal didn't name the authors.
What are editorials?
That puts you even further ahead. Player one. Russell Jones won for his reporting about Soviet repression from this capital in 1956. Here's what we wanted. Budapest. Player one.
Alright, let's sell that K for 2000.
Aerosmith and the Age of Innocence. Here's the response we were looking for. The 1920s.
Okay, looking for the
Here's again,
decade.
player one.
600.
Forever Amber and The Naked and the Dead. It's player three. You again, player three. Jaws and Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Let's hear it, player one.
What are the 70s?
That's right, way to go. Select again.
1200.
The Agony and the Ecstasy. And You Only Live Twice. Okay, player three. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 1?
What are the 1950s?
Sorry.
The 60s, I guess.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player 2. Correct. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Red Storm Rising and the Prince of Tides. Here's what we wanted. The 1980s.
Okay.
Good game. All of you will continue on to play Final Jeopardy when we return. Here's the Final Jeopardy category. 16th century names.
Okay.
You need to select your wager.
We'll just bid $800.
Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Now, let's reveal the Final Jeopardy clue. Paul III roared at him, "I have waited 30 years for your services. Now I'm Pope. Can't I satisfy my desire?" What did you say? And that will cost you.
Shame on you.
Let's see your response. With that correct response,
missed
you
it.
will gain.
I always miss these.
What did you put as your response? And that correct
Well, it gave it
response
to me,
we had-
although I hit the other one. Well, we'll take it. $25,000.
This makes you our new champion, player
We'll
1. So
add another
congratulations.
$25,000 to it for winning the game.
Thanks
that-
for playing.
$50,000. So we're up to $272,700 for Jesse Krill, and we're going to take another commercial break. And when we come back, we'll do the PlayStation version of Wheel of Fortune. Don't go away.